Welcome back to The Great Expanse by John Bat 426 here on YouTube. So glad you guys can join me. So glad you guys take the time to listen to these videos, to watch what I have to say. It's appreciative. You know what I mean? Like it's almost like a therapy session. It's like I kind of get to talk about things that I appreciate the comic book universe. You know, whether it be in book form, whether it be in audio form, computer animation, just regular cartoon, and movie and television show, live series. And I get to talk about it unabated. Now, I recently did a live on Instagram, and I think I want to do lives once a week, and I want to maybe put the highlights of those shows, well, not shows, but of those lives, probably on YouTube, just to, you know, give you guys kind of a discourse between me and others. You know what I mean? So instead of me just venting, you know, sometimes when something really gets me, I'm on here like, ah! But, you know, I was talking to somebody I grew up with as well as somebody I went to college with, and it was a great time. I mean, we talked for like an hour and a half, and it was great stuff. But if you've liked the videos that you've seen thus far, hit the like button. If not, hit the dislike button. Share this video with other people that you know that appreciate comic materials as much as you do. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell for notifications all, so the next time a new video is dropped, you'll know about it second. I'll know about it first. One breath champ. Yes. Today, we're going to talk about From Giant Freaking Robot, exclusive. This is not the exclusive that I wanted to see, read, or talk about. Aquaman 2 test screening so bad that people walked out or swam out. Okay. I've done articles from this individual before. The author is Nathan Kamal. Reportedly, Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom is testing poorly and reshoots are in production. Now, what is a reshoot? A reshoot is just like it sounds, reshoot. If a movie comes out and it's awful, sometimes I hate my notifications. I'm like, hey, whoop, oh, okay, anyway. But if a movie is terrible, the editors can go back and reshoot scenes for the movies. That's where the theatrical version of Justice League lost it, because they did reshooting with Henry Cavill, who had his mustache from Mission Impossible Fallout with Tom Cruise, and the mustache was not shaven. So for the whole, I'm not exaggerating. When I say the whole movie, I was like, what is wrong with Superman's mouth? I was really like that the whole. I watched it by myself in the theater. I mean, I wasn't the only one in the theater, but I didn't go with any friends or family members. But I'm like, what is wrong with his mouth? The whole movie. So this is an instance where bad special effects took me out of the movie. Now those scenes, I'm sorry, they're just pop-ups galore on this site, and it's making me upset. Mr. McGee, no, I'm playing. But that's an instance where there were reshoots. But those are some of the most classically terrible reshoots because of the mush mouth. So what they mean is that obviously people have gone back and they're trying to like look at parts of the movie that they can take out. And after taking them out, they have to refill them, okay, with reshoots, with maybe better shot stuff, maybe new dialogue. So that's what reshoots are, okay? So let's get into the article, even though I don't want to, because I don't want to hear that Aquaman 2 is bad. Especially not with the DCU on the horizon. So we will get into it. Hopefully I can minimize these pop-ups, because they're just popping up out of nowhere. A recent audience screening of Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom allegedly tested so poorly that viewers left the theater, left the theater, which is an extremely bad sign for the future of the franchise. According to our trusted and proven sources, the version of the much anticipated Jason Momoa sequel was so disliked by the audience that some people could literally not finish it, which might seem a little extreme. It seems that the movie was immediately pulled back for reshoots, which we speculate might cause more delays in the already much rescheduled movie. Now, it's been pushed back an entire year. supposed to come out last year, but instead it's coming out in the Christmas season of 2023. If this is pushed back again, this will really cramp the DCU style some, because it's lingering. You know what I mean? Like I'm sure James Gunn wants these movies to be great, and Peter Safran, want these movies to be great, but they want them to be over with so that the DCU can go full throttle. Shout out to Jeremy Jahns. Okay. Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom is one of the few remaining projects left from the pre-James Gunn DC Extended Universe that is confirmed to still be headed to theaters. That should really be no surprise, as the first James Wan movie was a massive surprise hit, grossing $1.14 billion in theaters, making it both the highest performing DCEU movie and the highest performing film based on a DC Comics character ever. Given the generally shaky performances of various DC films, a second Aquaman movie was never in doubt. And I love the redemption of the Aquaman character. Aquaman had been a joke for so many years, so for Aquaman to be the highest grossing movie about a DC character, kudos. Okay. However, the extremely poor test performance of Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom seems to have put a little fear into DC Studios' heart. That said, reshoots have often been overblown as a sign that a movie has turned into a disaster. For example, reports that Rogue One, a Star Wars story, had extensive reshoots after test screenings initially seemed to indicate the movie would be a disaster. Instead, it is generally regarded as one of the best Star Wars projects to emerge from the Disney era of the franchise. I'm trying to think of the Darth Vader line with the word disaster in it from Rogue One. The Senate has been informed that Jeddah was destroyed in a mining disaster. So apparently, Aquaman 2 could be destroyed because of a production disaster. Okay, anyway, let's keep it moving. All that is to say, reshoots are not necessarily the end of the world or of Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. All movies are subjected to reshoots in some capacity, which is known as the editing process. But a high-profile movie with one of the biggest stars in the world makes everyone feel a little jittery. We will just have to wait till Christmas Day to see if James Wan and Jason Momoa got things done, assuming that it does not get rescheduled once again. There have been consistent rumors that Jason Momoa is looking to defect from the Aquaman franchise to portray interstellar bounty hunter Lobo for the new DC universe. If this new movie does not perform on the level as the first movie, it certainly seems that could be a possibility. While James Gunn has not confirmed that the main man will be appearing in the DCU, the studio definitely has the right overly muscled, shaggy-haired actor to play the role if he does. Of course, it does not seem like Jason Momoa has put all his eggs into the aqua basket. Come on, Nathan. He will be appearing in a villainous role in the upcoming Fast X movie, already driving fans wild with his knife-licking action, and is in talks to appear in the third Sonic the Hedgehog movie. We'll just see if he actually is done with Aquaman after whatever happens next. And that is the article. They're going to write the shit. Okay, and I'm not saying that as a DC fanboy. I love all the comic book companies and what they put out. But Aquaman is too big of a franchise. It grossed $1 billion. They're going to write the ship. Even if James Gunn and Peter Safran have to personally step in alongside James Wan and go, this didn't work with the audience. And to be fair, okay, to the movie making process, to what movies are about, it's about appealing to a general audience, not just a specified or nuanced audience such as myself, who's only here for the comic book lore, okay? A movie is for a general audience. And I almost feel like dirty. I almost feel dirty stating that. But that's what a movie is. That's why a lot of people that love comic book stuff, they don't go to the movies because of their appeal to a general audience. That's why they stick to the comic books. The comic books aren't for a general audience. Movies are about making money. As much money as Aquaman has made, we just said it, I just read it to you, $1.149 billion. They're not going to screw the pooch on this one. They're not going to drown the seahorse or whatever other phrase we can come up with. I have confidence in James Wan. I have confidence in James Gunn and Peter Safran and Jason Momoa And whatever actors are called into the reshoots, I believe Yahya Abdul-Mateen II, who played Black Manta, may be called back in for a reshoot. But they're going to right the ship. All right. And I believe it is in good hands. All right. So this has been my reaction to this article. What do you think about this article? Will Aquaman 2 and the Lost Kingdom, will it flounder? Will it be like a fish that's ashore gasping for air? Or will it rock? I'm in the crowd. I'm of the mind that this will rock. Okay. If you like my response to this article, if you like my take on this article, if you like the article in general, hit the like button. Share these videos to help the algorithm that you hear a lot of people talking about. But it's true, there is a YouTube algorithm. And we want the Great Expanse by John Bat 426 to live up to its name and expand. And if you have other thoughts about Aquaman 2 and the Lost Kingdom, please put them in the comment section. David Brent, please let them know where their comments go. Down there, folks. And as I said, let's get the Great Expanse by John Bat 426 living up to its name. Expanding is what this channel is all about. It's in the name.